Hello again. As most people know, there is a serious problem with crime on London's transport network. We learned in January that there were 442 robberies on tube trains in London between November 2021 and November 2022. The following year, this had risen to 735. Violent crime has increased by over 50% in the course of a single year, with theft, rapes and muggings at record levels on buses, tubes and trains in London. Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, though, is preoccupied not with muggings, stabbings, rapes and theft, but rather with what are known as hate crimes. For instance, are people making disparaging comments about gay people or transsexuals? It will be recalled that in January, British Railways, or Network Rail, or whatever they call themselves these days, covered a concrete pillar at London Bridge Station with rainbow flags and various other flags indicating different sexualities and predilections, in order to make the station, as they said, a safe and inclusive place. Ironically, it was on a train heading toward London Bridge that an awful attack took place, for which a man has now been arrested. Footage on social media shows somebody hacking away at another man with a large knife, clearly in a homicidal rage. All this took place at Beckenham station on the way to London Bridge. Would he feel that way if he had passed the pillar at London Bridge, which was covered in rainbow flags? Would that have made the station and the train safer and more inclusive? One very much doubts so. The obsession among those running London transport these days is, of course, what are known as hate crimes. That is to say, insults, abuse, or even assaults motivated by prejudice against disabled people, those of a different religion or ethnicity, sexuality and so on. A few days ago, Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, launched a new initiative to crack down on these hate crimes. More than 90% of what are known as hate crimes consist of little more than name-calling and so on, which, while unpleasant, does little harm. The Mayor of London said that no part of London should feel unsafe or unwelcoming to any Londoner, especially our busy transport network. Actually, the tube system is unsafe for all Londoners because there's been an explosion of theft, robbery and violence on it in recent years. I have no idea at all what caused the attack on the train heading into Beckenham, but I think it hardly matters. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somebody was being hacked up with a large knife, and whether this was motivated by racial prejudice, Islamophobia or some other reason doesn't seem to me to be all that important. We need this kind of thing to be stopped. I find the public transport in London both unwelcoming and unsafe, but this is not because I'm a homosexual or Jew, but rather because it is infested with dangerous criminals who will attack anybody, regardless of their sexual orientation or religion.